Okay, so first off, I just want to say, I get it.
You get what?
High school.
Kamala.
Another Avengers shirt. Cute.
She thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
You were a weirdo.
Boys.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You're kind of on my shirt.
Sorry.
But you're staring out the window in your little fantasy land. Kamala, hey. Already? Really? Come on, like...
Do I have to figure out my whole future before lunch, or is there like... Maybe they're right. I spend too much time in fantasy land.
That is not you.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world. That's a fantasy too.
Did something happen to you?
No, why? Did you hear something?
Kamala?
What does it feel like?
Cosmic. I always thought I wanted this kind of life, but I never imagined any of this.
Do you know what you are?
I'm a superhero.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Work Time Fun Podcast. It's your coworker Elle, and let's get started. All right, on today's podcast, we started a little bit differently. I put in the trailer for the new Ms. Marvel, which is Marvel Studios' new show on Disney Plus. It's going to feature a new superhero that maybe not all of us are too familiar with. I know I'm not too familiar with this character, only from what I may have seen in some video games and some other references from other places, but I've never seen the comic myself. But that's no worry, because, you know, with all these Marvel Studios or Marvel Cinematic Universe, yeah, there's a lot of references and history with the comic books, but all these shows have proven that, you know, there's nothing directly ripped right from the comics. You know, Marvel Studios has their own ways of turning things and putting things into a new perspective, which, you know, makes it good for everyone, because just because some people are so well versed in comics, you know, they don't know everything. They're not gonna be right about everything. So that's why we get to enjoy it all together and see something new. I'm gonna read the synopsis that's on the Disney Plus website here. Ms. Marvel, launching on Disney Plus in summer 2022, is a new series that introduces Kamala Khan, a 16-year-old Pakistani-American growing up in Jersey City. A great student, an avid gamer, and a voracious fan fiction scribe, she has a special affinity for superheroes, particularly Captain Marvel. But Kamala struggles to fit in at home and at school. That is, until she gets superpowers like the heroes she's always looked up to. Life is easier with superpowers, right? Iman Vellani stars as Kamala Khan, aka Ms. Marvel. Alright, Ms. Marvel is set to premiere on June 8th on Disney Plus, but before then we have other Marvel shows that we can be anticipating on Disney Plus. First off, Moon Knight, which looks really cool. Basically, Marvel's version of Batman in a way. That is set to premiere on March 30th, which is a couple weeks from now. I'll be sure to be doing my reviews on that. It's a 6-episode series. And then moving on to the Star Wars side, but still on Disney Plus, we will have the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. That'll be on May 25th. So those two are still well before Ms. Marvel when that comes out. Also worth noting, we're getting the Netflix Marvel shows back on Disney Plus. That includes Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, The Defenders. I'm not sure about Iron Fist and Punisher, but we'll see. It's also worth noting that those shows are kind of mature, rated R type levels, whatever it is, the ratings for your local area. And to assist with that, I see that Disney Plus has also included new parental controls. I know this may be just new for North America or United States, but yeah. So if you have young ones, you make sure to check your Disney Plus controls so that they don't run into some crazy scenes they shouldn't be watching. All right. And just in case you're not familiar with those Netflix Marvel shows, I would highly recommend watching the first season of Daredevil first, as that was basically the intro to this kind of new Marvel Cinematic Universe in the TV, or streaming world landscape, and not on the big screen. Honestly, I believe the success of these shows is what jump-started the other shows that we have currently on Disney Plus, like the WandaVision, which was awesome, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki. Oh man, that was incredible. Just those shows like that, how they all just came about. And I'm sure Disney had plans about creating these shows long before, but really these Marvel Netflix shows, just the popularity of all of them, just, I'm sure, catapulted, that level of excitement to get these other shows out. And so, yeah, get those shows in order. Well, actually, watch Daredevil season 1, I think season 2, and then get into Jessica Jones, and then get into Luke Cage, and then skip Iron Fist season 1. Just kidding. Keep it last. Season 2 is way better, but overall Iron Fist was the weakest character and actor, everything of the show. I did love all the other characters, especially Jessica Henwick's character, Colleen Wing. She played that part extremely well. I know she's in a lot of other shows and movies now, so good for her. But man, whoever that, what's his name? I'll look it up real quick. It's Finn Jones. Yeah, man, I remember he was on actually Game of Thrones before he was on here, and man, yeah, he just sucks. He should have, whatever he did to fix his character on season 2 of Iron Fist, and even on when he appeared on Luke Cage. Okay, that's when I'll say that he made his character more bearable. Like, it was actually okay. It can work. But before then, the whole season 1, I was just like wanting to tear my eyes out. I was like, I couldn't believe this was airing, and on behalf of Marvel. Okay. Well, okay. They also had Inhumans, so whatever. But so watch those shows. I think you would enjoy them, and then give appreciation for all the other Disney Plus Marvel shows. Also, if you didn't notice that Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil, he did make an appearance in the new Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. He's the one that caught the brick that was thrown through the window into Aunt May's apartment during that one scene. He's Peter Parker's lawyer. So, yeah, there's a connection there. It's not clear if it's exactly the same Daredevil from the Netflix shows that's on the movies, but hey, at least it's the same actor. Cool. Also needed to add that if you watch the Hawkeye show on Disney Plus, the bad guy in the big white suit, who they call the Kingpin, also from the Daredevil Netflix series, Vincent D'Onofrio. Man, that actor, method actor, he's just awesome as that role. So, but in my opinion, he kind of played that role weird in the Hawkeye show. It was different. I mean, in some interviews and stuff, he said he played the same character as he did in Daredevil. But trust me, when you watch the Daredevil series and you watch him as Kingpin in that show, then you go back and watch Hawkeye, I'm sure you're going to be the same like me and saying, like, what the... Yeah. Now, I'm sure that most of you that are listening to my podcast are already Marvel, fans and probably watch all the shows. But if not, I mean, I recommend watching all of them as much as you can. Just realize there are some that are weaker than others. Like, out of the new Disney Plus shows, I'd say that Hawkeye was probably the weakest, even though it was still good. I mean, compared to WandaVision, compared to Loki, compared to even Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Yeah, I'd probably go with Loki in top, then WandaVision. That's kind of close though, because WandaVision, it started off slow, but then it just built up to this crazy excitement and in the ending, oh man. So, and that's what makes us all excited for Multiverse of Madness, for the new Doctor Strange movie that'll be out in, a couple months. So, and Loki, that was just nuts. I mean, the whole just teleporting through not just time, but through different universes. And then the very ending, and that's what's going to lead to the new Ant-Man Quantumania. So I love how Marvel just connects all these shows together and connects them to the movies, and it just makes it all fluid. I mean, how did they do that with 20 years, or just, talking about like 20 plus movies over the past several years, and then all these shows connecting, and then we're talking about even more new shows and more new movies that are all going to be connected through this universe. It's just mind-boggling, but at the same time, just excellent, awesome, whatever adjective you want to use. So that's what's keeping me excited. That's what's keeping my subscription in Disney Plus. So, that's mostly what I got for now. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like listening to me, and I hope you all tune again next time. So until then, have a fantastic day.